You will own nothing and be happy. That is the world that we find ourselves in now. So, for any of you who were not made aware of this earlier today, when I'm recording this, I don't know if I'll put it out the same day, but yeah, Sony has decided that physical games and physical media are just worthless and they're going to get rid of it. The same company that literally taunted and made fun of Xbox for doing this by making that, hilarious video about, oh, hey, how do you share your game? Give them a disc. That's how you share. Is now going back on all of that and saying, no, you don't need discs. You don't need to own the things that you buy. You can just rent them, get a license, and then when we decide that you're done with the game, you're done with the game. I'm sorry, but no, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm done. I'm done. Like, when this happens, 2028, physical disc production ending, I'm done. I will switch to waiting for games to be super cheap and get them on Steam, because Steam has a more robust library. It's going to last longer than anything Sony will do, and I'm going to then revert back to just playing older games. I've got a huge collection and catalog of previous retro games, enough to last me my lifetime. So, yeah, I'm done. I'm done with this. This is stupid. This is bullshit. For anybody who follows me, like on Twitter, which, yes, I'm still going to call it Twitter, I've been very much, the only real time I post on there is about the Stop Killing Games movement. And it is very clear that this is in a direct response to that, because it's gaining traction. The Stop Killing Games movement has been gaining a lot of traction. And because of that, I think companies are getting scared. They realize that we want to be able to own the games that we buy. We want to be able to play the games that we buy indefinitely. And they're scared that we want to be able to do that. Why? Because it means less money for them. So, in response to shifting trends in consumer preference, bullshit. In response to the Stop Killing Games movement and other movements of people wanting physical discs or to be able to play their games after support ends, new games will be released on the PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. So, this goes in direct line with like GTA 6. GTA 6 is releasing a physical box with no physical game in it, which I'm equally pissed off about. Because that makes sense. Let me give you a box with nothing in it but a code, a piece of paper. That's what you own. You own a piece of paper. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. I don't understand, because I also know that discs are not exactly expensive to produce. Pennies to produce. So why? If it's not about the cost-cutting measure of making a disc, why else might this be the reason to do it? Makes you think a little bit. I highly recommend looking at the Stop Killing Games movement. I highly recommend looking up Ross Scott and the videos he has made about the movement that he started. But yeah, let's look at the conversation here. Let's look at the comments. Do not like this. Really disappointing. Terrible news. We literally own nothing. It was always going to happen. Please at least continue to produce collector's editions. Sad times. I've bought every new generation of PlayStation that's released. Looks like the PS6 is where it sadly ends for me. Right there with you. Horrible decision. Not happy about this one bit. Not sure where this information is coming from. I like my physical media in physical format. I don't usually log in to comment, but you have got to be kidding, right? Announcing this the same day you're announcing the end of the PS3 and Vita stores which I think is just the icing on the cake for this. The same day they say that we're going to switch to just digital games, so you don't get physical copies anymore, is the same day they say the PS3 store and PS Vita store are being taken down. So all the digital games on there, where do they go? They're gone. They're gone. Preservation is not the interest here. Unless it means being able to resell the same game to you again on a new console. I don't know if anybody has looked, but if you look at like PS1 games on PS5, you can get them. You can get like Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil. And it goes for about, I want to say, and I might be wrong, it's like 10 to 20 bucks. I have seen a physical copy of Resident Evil in a store for significantly less. So, not only are they getting your money again, but then they can charge you more for that same game. That's part of the reason. Pretty disappointed. I hate this. Is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke? If that's the case, I will buy all my games on Steam from now on. If you want people to stop buying new game systems, this is a choice, I guess. You're going to somehow let us sell and trade our digital copies now, right? Well, I'm not buying PS6. Shame on you. Yeah, I think I'm getting the picture here. People aren't happy about this. Guess what? I'm one of them. Yes. Enough for me to make a video about it. So, yeah, I have loved PS4. I've loved PS5. I've been playing since the original PlayStation. I've been playing since the original Nintendo. I've been a gamer since 1991. That's how old I am. I started playing video games at 3 years old. And games have always been an escape, a place for me to have fun, make videos, and just enjoy, exploring another world and doing all these things. But I also like the ability to go back and do it again. My favorite game of all time, Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation. I have played that game so many countless times, I've lost track. I can literally recite the entire script, word for word, because of how many times I've played that game. In this new dystopia, that's not necessarily a possibility anymore. I could lose access to the game that I love, my favorite game of all time, and not be able to play it ever again. That is what we are now spiraling into. So, I had to make a video about this because this is getting ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. The moment that we are starting to make headway on this idea of wanting to own the things that we purchase, which is such a simple concept, but companies are greedy. They're so fucking greedy that they had to decide, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck all of you. We're going to decide what's best for you. So we're going to take control of all of it. And that's where we are. So, Sony, it's been fun. I've really enjoyed playing PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I will not be purchasing a PS6 if this is the path moving forward. I haven't gotten a Switch 2 for a similar reason. The fact that the Nintendo Switch 2 cartridges are just key cards and not physical games is a big reason why I have not gotten a Switch 2, and I will not get a Switch 2. So, I'm not getting GTA 6. I haven't pre-ordered it. I have no intention of buying it until it is super cheap on Steam. Guess why? So, I hope everybody's been enjoying the videos I have been putting out. I've been enjoying going through the Resident Evil 4 remake. I guess we'll see if Resident Evil 5 remake and Resident Evil Code Veronica remake have physical copies or not. Because if they don't expect me to make videos of it right away. So that is the long and short of it. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. This is just disappointing. in all ways, shapes, and forms. And I am, yeah, there are no words. Like, this is something obviously is very dear to me, very close to me, has been a part of my life for 34 fucking years. So yeah, I'm upset. I'm pissed. I'm very mad, and I'm disappointed. And if this is the path moving forward for gaming, then I'm not going to be part of it. I will stick with my Genesis. I'll stick with my Nintendo, my Super Nintendo. I'll stick with my N64, my PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I will stick with my Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One. I will stick with retro gaming. And I will only buy new games at super low prices on Steam. So that is where we are. That is where I'm at. Feel free to let me know what you guys think about this, what your thoughts are, kind of where you are on this. And I guess we'll see what Sony thinks in a week after they see how much backlash this gets, because it is very clear a lot. Like, even on Twitter, I've been noticing a bunch of backlash about it too. So yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. All right.